The East Coast Road, popularly known as the ECR in southern India, is arguably one of the most popular and scenic driving routes in the country. The coastline is never too far, and there are plenty of stopover options. Today, we travel along with a young sports person and actor and make all those necessary pit stops you would want to know about. Much like a movie from the Tamil film industry, our show promises to be action-packed and high on adrenaline. Fasten your seatbelts. This is The Getaway. Welcome to Chennai. A cricketer who has recently made his foray into the popular Tamil film industry was eager to make a road trip alone to escape everything and get some much needed me time. And so naturally, we were going to be his guide.
It's been a pretty life-changing year for me in a way, and it's been amazing. I think the transition from sportsman to actor has been phenomenal. I think family businesses in India are pretty big, and you could say sport has been ours. So in that sense, sport is always going to be a part of my life. But I think the nicest thing and the nicest difference about being an actor is having the luxury of a retake, and it's amazing. I mean, acting has been phenomenal. I've just had my first release with Veeram, and with Ajit Kumar and a whole host of great actors. So I learned a lot. It's been an amazing experience, and definitely going to be an interesting year ahead one way or another. Definitely looking forward to it. Everyone is too involved in the hustle and bustle of their lives and never really stops to smell the roses, as they say, to be cliched. But I think it's important to just get that small break, even if it's for a few hours on a Sunday, it's important. And there are little nooks and corners that are yet to be discovered or that we know of and don't really go to, And Pondi is a great place. I love it. It's a great place to just go chill out and, get a weekend away or get some time off, and different experience again, and something that I love adventure. I love something new. I love things thrown at me a little while. So looking forward to it for sure. It's important to go and do that for just those few hours on a weekend, and it gets you to just clear your head and maybe get some fresh thoughts and fresh inputs on life. So I think it's definitely important to get a quick getaway.
Suhail Chandhok had already set out from his home after breakfast. The plan was to meet him beyond city limits to avoid any morning congestion on the road. We chose the very popular and very fluidic Verna as his vehicle. A good-looking car like that would perfectly complement Suhail's personality. The journey from his home at Koturpuram in South Chennai to the East Coast Road is a relatively short one. But despite our efforts, he couldn't beat the traffic.
So this has basically become the sort of industrial hub. This road used to be completely underdeveloped, and now it's just sort of bloomed into like this whole IT and industrial sort of sector.
As you hit the East Coast Road or the ECR, you will encounter a National Highway Authority of India toll plaza.
Pondicherry single. Thank you. Thank you.
I, meanwhile, had made my way to our planned meeting point in my zippy I-20. The Madras Crocodile Bank Trust is about 25 kilometers from Koturpuram, and one of the first things you notice as you leave the city behind. Instead of waiting, I chose to take a quick look around. The Madras Crocodile Bank Trust and Centre for Herpetology is one of the oldest non-governmental organizations in Asia. Spread over 8.5 acres of land, this environment-friendly space makes for a great stopover on the East Coast Road.
Oh my god, peeping.
Children would especially be thrilled with the sheer number of crocodiles around. I say children, but my own excitement was right up there.
So there are about 15 crocodiles in this small little pond, and all of them are fast asleep. Don't wake them up.
An entry into the park will cost you a very reasonable 20 rupees per person. As I enjoyed my own alone time, Suhail drove up to where I was. He seemed as eager as I was for our impending drive.
How's it going?
Good, yeah.
So how's the drive been so far?
I think the good thing about being in Madras is you're always close to the beach, and I
Right.
think down this road you're always sort of 50 meters away, and you turn left anywhere and you hit the beach.
So Suhail, you've just made your debut as an actor, and I'm sure as an actor you have a lot of time in between schedules. So how do you choose to spend your free
Well, I
time?
think it's been an interesting transition. I think from waking up at 5 in the morning and waking up for cricket training, I'm now waking up at the same 5 in the morning and doing stunt training and dance training, and it's a bit different. It's been a nice transition. I mean, obviously Viram was very special to me, and it was a phenomenal experience to be with the people that I was on set, and I learned a lot. I'm very outdoorsy. I love the outdoors. I love sport, and I think that's something that will always be a part of my life.
So we have some surprises coming up.
Yeah,
for
I'm
you
looking
on
forward
this
to
trip.
to Pondicherry. I think, yeah.
As our chat was rudely interrupted, we decided to hit the road again. The ECR is essentially a straight road for most parts. But I think it's the openness and the feeling of escaping the city that instantly gets you going.
We don't have too many places from the city where we can just take a quick drive, and for me it's a really nice way to just clear my head and also get really good thoughts. I tend to think a lot when I'm on the road and get my best thoughts, I guess, when I'm driving or riding.
The ECR essentially connects Chennai to Kudalur via Pondicherry. This 160-kilometer stretch is now being extended to almost 690 kilometers. The road now leads up to Thoothukudi. A multi-crore project expanding the ECR till Kanyakumari is in progress.
If you're going early mornings, I'd say don't even use the air conditioner. Just roll your windows down, feel the air and the sea breeze hitting you. So that's what I do, and that's why I love this drive, because it's just really fresh.
But a scenic drive isn't the only treat on this route. The East Coast Road has a lot more to offer. Much before our planned activity later in the day for Suhail, we made a surprise stopover. About 8 kilometers ahead of the Crocodile Trust is Chennai Off-Road, which is where you can ride an all-terrain vehicle or an ATV.
That looks cool, huh? Really nice place.
This track here has been developed to give your off-roading ambitions some outlet, but without the risks or any need for high level of skills in this area. Safety measures are in place and there is constant supervision too.
Yeah, go on.
So, strap on that helmet and let the action begin.
Go on, enjoy.
Suhail, coming from a motorsport family, you definitely proved that you have speed in those veins.
Yeah, I think it was a good test of whether I fit in or if I was the black sheep, but I think I did okay.
You did well.
No, it was
You
good
were
fun.
really like going fast over those slopes there.
Yeah, no, you weren't so bad either. It was good fun. It was really
Thanks.
good.
Actually, the fun is in the speed, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Oh, so would you recommend this to your friends?
Yeah, I think I found a new pit stop on our rides. I think we'll skip the big breakfast sometimes and come here and do a quick ride. It was definitely a lot of fun.
I'm glad we discovered that.
After about 45 minutes of off-roading fun, Suhail and I very reluctantly left our ATVs to get back on the road. We still had a journey to complete now, didn't we? Mahabalipuram lies about 25 kilometers ahead of our off-roading site and about 60 kilometers from Chennai itself. The town is on the UNESCO list of heritage sites across the world. After a short break, find out what we had on our lunch menu and where we drove further on to. Keep watching The Getaway. Welcome back to The Getaway. Cricketer turned actor Suhail Chandhok and I are travelling from Chennai to Pondicherry on the East Coast Road, going north along the Bay of Bengal coastline. We are at Mahabalipuram, about 50 kilometers away from Suhail's home at Koturpuram in Chennai. Mahabalipuram or Mamalapuram is worthy of a getaway in itself. The town is known for its shore temple, which dates back to 700 AD. The beautifully carved monuments from a different era aren't the town's only attraction though. Indigenous parrot foretellers, a process that is truly intriguing, are all major attractions.
Behind me here is Krishna's Butterball. It's this massive rock formation that's been perched on the slope for centuries together and hasn't moved. So all in all, Mahabalipuram makes for a great place to stop by for some quick photo ops, some shopping and a grand dose of history.
One aspect I did not mention is the food. When you're so close to the coast, you want to indulge in some good seafood. Suhail and I made our little drive towards one of Mahabalipuram's popular joint, Moonrakers.
Oh, check that out.
Oh my god.
So that's the crab. So இது என்ன ரெண்டோ ஃபீமேலா ஸோ இது என்ன வெயிட் என்ன இருக்கும் இதில் ஒரு 1 kg வருமா ஸோ சரி அது தேங்க்யூ ஸோ தட்ஸ் both female eaters. So basically you get to choose. So they bring you the things, you get to choose which crab you want. And
Should we try some tiger prawns? I don't know if I have such a big appetite.
Let's dig in, come.
Moonrakers is a very well-known joint amongst those who love seafood. We enjoyed the food and also got some attention as well.
Come back here for sure. So if Mahabalipuram is your stopover en route to Pondicherry, make sure you grab some of the freshest seafood here at Moonrakers.
Back on the East Coast Road, we are making our way towards Pondicherry. The town is located a little over 100 kilometers from Mahabalipuram. The 2-lane ECR is still a delight to drive on. It's worth nothing that this is no 4 or 8-lane tollway, yet there is no congestion en route. This is also when you start to see salt farms along some of the stretches on the road.
The only thought right now is looking forward to the next couple of days. I think I've been looking forward to a good break, and you guys have given me the perfect getaway now.
Pondicherry, or Pondi, as most of us lovingly call this coastal city, is a former French colony. Popular for its 4 beaches, this city is based on the French grid pattern and so has perpendicular streets.
But we weren't headed for the beach. Suhail and I were driving towards a scuba diving site. Yes, you heard that right. A scuba dive site managed by Temple Adventures. Temple Adventures is the only diving school on the East Coast. Highly experienced divers and trainers conduct classes for those seeking certified courses, and yes, there are basic introductory courses for beginners as well. The school is the only one in mainland India to offer the instructor development course and the instructor examinations. For Suhail and I, this was going to be a whole new experience. The school does offer a one-day experience program for absolute first-timers. Adventure enthusiast Suhail seemed excited about this surprise finale.
I've always had this little bit of a fear of sharks from the past, but I think I'm over that now, so I'm looking forward to it. Something I've never done before and never knew existed anywhere close to Madras. So yeah, definitely looking forward to scuba diving.
Both of us were a tad nervous, and it was just as well that our guide and instructor was Chief Trainer SB Arvind. Arvind is one of only 6 PADI IDC staff instructors in India and the sole one in Tamil Nadu. We were definitely in good hands.
So how did you start?
My first dive in 2004 at Andamans with one of my Navy friends.
What else do you see underwater here in Pondicherry?
It's a very beautiful marine life, but Pondi is very famous for deep side. So with 30 meters depth, we can see like fantastic marine life, like corals and a lot of sea fans and big gropers and whale sharks, all the mammals. Your size fish, jackfish.
Oh, wow.
Very nice things to see. It come closer to you.
Right. And how deep are you taking us?
Your limit is 12 meters. The DLT limit is 12 meters.
Okay.
That's why you learn some safety skills last day, right? So,
How long does it take to get to the diving site?
like 20 minutes drive.
Okay.
From here, like 5 kilometers from the shore.
Oh, 5 km from the shore.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You can see the shore.
Yeah,
The land you from there.
We don't have time to swim back either.
I don't think we're too scared. Are you?
Well,
like to-
it's really weird. I had this really weird phobia of sharks because my brother and his friends, when we were kids, he made me watch Jaws 1 and 2 and then threw me in a swimming pool and followed me with a silver cardboard fin, and ever since then I've been scared of swimming in a pool and not just the sea. So I think this is a good tester to see if
to get over,
Yeah.
over that fear a little
You know one
bit.
thing, shark never attack divers. Only in the movies will attack. Okay, take your gears and let's go for diving.
Founded in 2007 by Rob, David, and Arvind, this school offers Scuba Pro workshops. We changed into our gear soon enough and had an exciting orientation session. Before we knew it, we were on a boat headed out to the sea. Slightly choppy waters are never an impediment to the calming effect that the sea has on you. My guest and I were quite literally soaking it all in. For the lack of a better explanation, with an actor on board, this truly was a filmy moment. And like in every movie, this too had a climax. If you live anywhere close to the ECR or are a tourist around these parts and enjoy a little adventure, note these details and make this a must-do on your list.
nothing we say right now can describe being underwater for this experience. What an amazing way to end a perfect getaway. Like Suhail, if you intend to stay at Pondicherry, here are a couple of options.
This has truly been an exhilarating day in every sense. If you would like us to plan your next escape from your busy schedules, do write to us or tweet us on these IDs. And I'll see you soon with yet another great getaway.
Here's a quick reminder of today's route. The journey began at Suhail's home in Koturpuram. We then travelled 25 kilometers to the Crocodile Bank Trust. Another 8 kilometers ahead, we made our exciting pit stop at Chennai Off-Road. We then travelled a further 25 kilometers to Mahabalipuram. After lunch there, we travelled to our eventual destination, Pondicherry.